Up to now, Manchester United coach Erik ten Hag is believed to continue to hold the position of head coach for some time because Sir Jim Ratcliffe is still struggling to find a suitable successor to Lai Tuong for this team. The captain of Man United's future is still guaranteed after this season ends. Ten Hag has been taking initial actions with Manchester United to prepare for the next season, and he has also made a good impression on the newest members of the team's leadership to nurture young talents like Daniel Gore, Narco, and Willy Kambwala. Earlier this year, the Red Devils entered a new era when Sir Jim Ratcliffe took over football operations. The English billionaire completed the purchase of a 25% stake in the club after lengthy negotiations with the Glazer family. The appearance of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Idios group behind the scenes signals uncertainty about the possibility of changing the club's coach at Old Trafford. The past season, the playing style that coach Erik ten Hag brought to the fans of the red-shirted team was filled with disappointment. The effectiveness of Man United's playing style did not meet the expectations of the fans when many times this season, the Red Devils suffered defeats against lower-rated opponents, even having a poor performance against a third-tier team like Newport County. Perhaps many fans will not forget the unbelievable loss with a score of 3-4 of Manchester United against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge recently. Man United was leading their opponent until the final minutes of injury time. In that match, the Red Devils quickly fell behind 2-0 to the Blues in just 19 minutes of play. The match extended to the 98th minute, causing Manchester United to concede 2 more unbelievable goals, although Narco and Bruno Fernandes had scored 3 consecutive goals, but it was not enough to help the Red Devils change the situation and achieve a positive result at Stamford Bridge. A bitter defeat against Chelsea left many regrets, even some disappointment from the fans. Not only about the result, but Ten Hag has also made some decisions that are so incomprehensible that even the Red Devils fans cannot explain. For example, once he pushed Marcus Rashford to the bench and replaced him with Antony, then the English forward was only brought on for just over 20 minutes late in the game instead of Højlund. The reason Ten Hag gave in an interview with TNT Sports was that dropping Marcus Rashford was to rotate the lineup and ensure fitness for the players as well as the whole team during this busy period, especially before the important match against Liverpool on Sunday. He wanted to ensure fitness for the players in the sprint to the end of the season. However, not all fans agree with this reason. Some fans believe that there are other players in Man United's lineup who need more rest because they have played too many matches, not Marcus Rashford. They do not accept Ten Hag's explanation and have a different view on squad management and player usage. The position of the Dutch strategist coach has been questioned several times since he took over MU. This season, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his team are currently in a disadvantageous position in the race for Champions League qualification, as they are 8 points behind the 4th-place team with 7 more matches to play. In the Premier League, Man United almost has no chance to compete for a place in the most prestigious tournament in Europe next season. Additionally, they have also been eliminated from the Carabao Cup, so the FA Cup arena will be the last chance for the Red Devils to avoid a trophyless season. Many people think that Ten Hag needs to leave Manchester United next season. This view, although seemingly harsh, they also has its own arguments. MU has shown a decline in performance this past season, especially in the Champions League, where they have only had 1 win and quickly entered the group of weakest teams in the league. Manchester United legend Paul Scholes did not hesitate to criticize his former team and expressed disappointment with the team's standards when sharing on social media after Manchester United posted photos of Mainu and Narco in an unprofessional manner. The former Man United midfielder reposted that image on his story with the caption, "I don't care about the clothes, but they can't even train properly with their hoodies on." This is not the standard that a player on the training field should follow. In the recent draw of both matches of Man United against Liverpool last weekend, coach Erik ten Hag and his players received special attention from former players like Roy Keane. He criticized the team's defensive tactics and compared their performance to that of a mid-table team while expressing surprise at Ten Hag's attitude. In an interview with Sky Sport, the former Man United captain said, "Clearly, Ten Hag has had a few drinks after the game. I don't know how much he drank, but Ten Hag seems very optimistic about a club that is declining. Look at how Man United play like a mid-table team in small leagues." Meanwhile, former defender Ferdinand also believes that some of the worst weaknesses of Man United have become more apparent under the Dutch coach's tenure. Ten Hag can blame injuries, and Man United have had many problems with injuries, but many other teams also face similar situations and they can still maintain a stable performance. In contrast, at Man United I only see chaos in Ten Hag's playing style. With hopes of securing a top-4 position in the Premier League slowly fading away, many believe that perhaps the day Ten Hag leaves Old Trafford is not far off. While Sir Jim Ratcliffe's team is busy building a new hierarchy, the future of Ten Hag could be decided soon. We have to ensure that we have the right people to fill the position. Every member of the management must be at a world-class level, and most importantly, create a positive, friendly, and high-quality environment. We have lacked such a culture in the past. Only in such an environment can you fully utilize the potential of the players. If we succeed in building that environment, the results will automatically come. That's the plan, and I believe in it. Recent results of Man United are evidence that Ten Hag has not reached a world-class level. Ratcliffe simply does not accept mediocrity in the most important position in his investments for this team. Ten Hag is responsible for the decline of Man United, as he is the one in charge of the playing strategy, addressing internal issues of the team, and has had an impact on signing contracts with Antony, Onana, and Casemiro. But Ratcliffe may consider all the difficulties that the Dutch coach has faced and show him certain tolerance, although how long this will last is a question without an answer. If Ten Hag wants to keep this position at Old Trafford until the next season, his fate will be related to a group of players playing with very inconsistent form and only securing consecutive victories in 2 matches this season. Whether the players of Man United play on the field showing improvement or not will depend entirely on Ten Hag. The selection of players and tactical decisions are both made by this coach, but in both aspects, he has disappointed the fans. Too many players have played poorly and not up to standard, especially mentioning English forward Marcus Rashford. Rashford had an impressive season before, with 30 goals and 16 goals in 17 appearances in early 2023. He was often regarded as one of the top strikers in Europe, with superior speed and strength. However, in the first 7 matches of this season, the English forward only scored 1 goal in the defeat to Arsenal. Despite a serious decline in goal-scoring performance, Rashford still has the highest goal-scoring stats for Man United, enough to show how much the team has declined. United's forwards have not imposed their playing style or had the tactical flexibility like other teams. The midfielders lack discipline in defense and often face counterattacks from opponents when they lack the ability to hold positions as well as maintain team formation stability. As for Ten Hag's defense, especially the fullbacks, they rarely demonstrate cohesion and unity like a top team. Although Ten Hag is believed to continue to hold the position of coach at Manchester United, recent information from GMS suggests that Graham Potter is also interested in coaching this team if given the opportunity. After 12 months without coaching any team, this 48-year-old strategist seems excited if he has the chance to return to the Premier League as the coach of Manchester United, after seeking a new challenge since being sacked from Chelsea in April 2023. He is also considering and paying attention to the possibility of working at Borussia Dortmund.